You need to know the mystery of abundance. And if you begin applying it, you realize that you will not lack again in this world. I'm telling the truth. Open your Bibles. I want to show you the mystery. In the book of John, chapter 6, you're going to first read from verse 5 to verse 6. You're going to read the book of John, chapter 6, verse 5 to 6. Listen. Then Jesus lifted up his eyes and seeing a great multitude coming towards him, he said to Philip, "Where shall we buy bread that these may eat?" But this he said to test him, for he himself knew what he would do.
Awo Yesu n'ayimusa amaaso n'alaba ekibiina ekinene nga kijja gy'ali. N'agamba Filipo nti, "Tunaagulawa emmere bano gye banaalya olw'omukaaga?" Yayogera ati okumukema ng'amanyi yekka ky'agenda okukola.
Listen. Jesus knew. When he looked at the multitudes of people, so many of them, he knew what he would do. He knew very well. He knew very well. When he told Philip that Philip, where shall we get the money to feed these people? How shall we get the bread to feed all these people? Are you with me? Jesus knew. Jesus knew. But he wanted Philip to see the many people and test his faith. When you look at all the many needs you have, God is testing your faith. What do you believe? Are you with me? Go to verse 7 and 10. 7 to 10. Listen. Philip answered him, 200 denarii worth of bread is not sufficient for them, that every one of them may have little. One of his disciples, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, said to him, "There is a lad here who has 5 barley loaves and 2 small fish. But what are they among so many?" Then Jesus said, "Make the people sit down." Now, there was much grass in that place, so the men sat down in the number about 500. And Jesus took the loaves, and when he had given thanks, he distributed them to the disciples, and the disciples to those sitting down, and likewise of the fish, as much as they wanted. Are you with me?
Yokaana essula y'omukaaga okuva ku lunyiriri olw'omusanvu otuuka ku lw'ekkumi. Filipu n'addamu nti, "Emmere egulibwa dinaali 200 teeba 4, buli muntu okulyako akatono." Awo omu ku bayigirizwa be erinnya lye Andereya, muganda wa Simoni Peetero, n'agamba nti, "Waliwo omulenzi wano alina emigaati 5 egya sayiri n'ebyennyanja 2, naye bino binaabagasa ki ab'enkalidde awo obungi? Yesu n'abagamba nti, mutuuze abantu. Era waaliwo omuddo mungi mu kifo ekyo. Awo abasajja ne batuula, omuwendo ng'50,000.
Listen.
Owulirize.
Listen.
Owulirize.
When you look at these men,
bano abasajja
they were hungry.
baali bayala.
What did they need?
Kiki baali beetaaga?
They needed food.
Baali beetaaga mmere.
When you're hungry,
oba oli muyala,
you don't need paraphrasing.
teweetaaga bigambo bingi,
You need food.
weetaaga mmere.
Even if they preach to you
ne bakubuulira
when you're hungry,
ng'enjala ekuluma,
everything will be passing.
buli kimu kijja bakikuyita ku mutwe.
Are you there?
Mulirange.
Jesus looked at them.
Yesu yabatunuulira.
Are you there?
Mulirange.
What do you understand with this?
Kiki otegeera mu kino?
The first thing he did,
Ekintu ekyasooka kye yakola,
when he realized they had something little,
bwe yategeera nti balina ekintu ekitini,
he told them to first sit down.
yabagamba basooke bakkalire wansi batuule.
Are you there?
Mulirange.
That situation when you're overwhelmed by your needs,
Eyo embeera ng'ozitoowereddwa n'ebyetaago byo,
what you need to do,
kiki weetaaga okukola?
you rest.
Owummula n'okkakkana.
Are you with me?
Mulirange.
The first step you take
Eddaala erisookera ddala ly'otwala
is to rest.
gwe kukkakkana.
Are you with me?
Mulirange.
Rest.
Kakkana.
They needed food.
Baali beetaaga mmere.
They only had, what did they have?
Kiki balina?
5 what?
Balina emigaati.
5 bread.
They
5
need-
loaves of bread.
Balina emigaati 5.
And what?
Neki?
And 2 fish.
N'ebyennyanja 2.
Are you with me?
Mulirange.
Are you with me?
Mulirange.
Are you with me?
Mulirange.
It was not enough to feed all of them.
Byali tebimala kuliisa bonna.
The Bible talks about 5,000 men.
Bayibuli eyogera ku basajja 15.
Are you with me?
Mulirange.
It does not talk about the women.
Teyogera ku bakyala.
Why?
Lwaki?
Because
Kuba
in every gathering,
mu kukuŋŋaana kwonna
the women are many.
abakyala bo babeera bangi.
Are you with me?
Mulirange.
Look at how many women we have today.
Tunuulira abakyala bameka be tulina wano olunaku lwaleero.
Count how many men.
Era obali n'abaami bali bameka.
Are you with me?
Mulirange.
So if the men were 5,000,
Kati oba abaami baali 15,000,
now you can know how many women were there.
kati osobola okumanya bakyala bali bameka abaaliyo.
Are you with me?
Mulirange.
Remember,
Jjukira
in those days,
mu ebyo ebiseera
women and children,
abakyala n'abaana
they could not be counted.
baali tebasobola kubalibwa.
Are you with me?
Mulirange.
People would consider them as
Abantu babatwalaga.
are you with me?
Mulirange.
So they were not counted.
Kati bo tebaali tebabalirwa.
Are you with me?
Mulirange.
Are you with me?
Mulirange.
Listen,
Muliriza.
what did Jesus do?
Yesu yakola ki?
What did Jesus do?
Yesu yakola ki?
When he told them to rest,
Yabagamba nti bakkakkane bawummule.
you need to eat,
Mwetaaga okulya,
now rest.
kati mwe mukkakkane.
What did he do?
Kiki yakola?
Verse 11. And Jesus took the loaves, and when he had given thanks, he distributed them to the disciples, and the disciples to those sitting down, and likewise of the fish as much as they wanted. So, when they were filled, he said to his disciples, gather up the fragments that remain, so that nothing is lost. Are you with me?
Mulirange.
Uganda.
Oluganda. Yokaana essula y'omukaaga olunyiriri lwa 11 lwa 12. Awo Yesu n'atoola emigaati ne yeebaza, n'agabira abaali batudde n'ebyennyanja bw'atyo nga bwe baayagala. Bwe bakkuta n'agamba abayigirizwa be nti, mukuŋŋaanye obukunkumuka obusigaddewo waleme okubula ekintu.
Listen,
Owulirize.
what did Jesus do?
Yesu Kristo yakola ki?
He got what they had,
Yafuna ekyo kye baali balina.
however small it was.
N'okwali kyali kitini nnyo.
What did he do?
Yakola ki?
He gave thanks.
Yawaayo okwebaza.
Are you listening?
muwuliriza
Are you with me?
muli nange
Listen.
wuliriza
I'm trying to show you
ngezaako okulaga
the mystery of abundance.
ngezaako okulaga ebikusike by'omuyiga
Are you with me?
muli nange
Now this is the mystery.
kati kyo kino ekikusike
The mystery of abundance.
ekikusike ky'omuyiga
What did Christ do?
yesu kristo yakola ki
He got the little they had
yafuna ekyo kitono kye baali balina
and he gave thanks.
n'awali okwebaza
He thanked God.
ne yeebaza katonda
Are you with me?
muli nange
And when he thanked God,
era bwe yeebaza katonda
the little they had
ekyo kitono kye baali balina
was able to feed everyone,
kyasobola okuliisa buli omu
and there was leftover.
era waaliwo n'obukukumuka obwafika
Are you with me?
muli nange
But listen to verse 13.
naye wuliriza olunyiri lwa 13
Therefore they gathered them up and filled 12 baskets with the fragments of the 5 barley loaves which were left over by those who had eaten. Luganda.
oluganda yokaana essula y'omukaaga olunyiriri lwa 13 awo ne babukuŋŋaanya ne bajjuza ebibbo 12 n'obukunkumuka obw'emigaati 5 egya sayiri bali abaalya bwe baalemwa
Are you with me?
muli nange
Listen.
wuliriza
They had very little.
baali balina kitini nnyo
But when Christ gave thanks,
naye yesu kristo bwe waalira okwebaza kwe
it was multiplied.
kwakubisibwamu
Are you with me?
muli nange
And the little that was available
n'ekyo ekitini ekyaliwo
was able to feed everyone.
kyasobola okuliisa buli omu
And there was what was left.
era ne wabaawo ekyasigalira
Are you with me?
muli nange
Listen.
muwulirize
The mystery
ekikusike
is in giving thanks.
kiri mu kwebaza